Elena Huffman, Sam Smith, Julie McNiven, Brianna Buckmaster, Kim Ross, Ruth Connell. And the feeling's right. Yeah. Oh, what a night. I think I saw those people.
Oh, what a night. Ladies' night. And the feeling's right. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. All right. Woo.
Hi. I feel like I was just out here singing happy birthday. Well, look at how many of us there are. We are multiple. Like orgasms. Oh.
Hello.
My microphone's not working.
You want to share? Hello.
I can share on this end. Just here.
Oh.
Hi guys.
Brianna's doesn't work.
Brianna, mine was on.
Sam just fixed my microphone. Sam fixes
Good. This one's
everything
good.
for everyone.
This one was right here. Oh, it's not on.
Shocking as it is, I did manage to fix something.
Test. There we go.
Hey, seamless transition.
Seamless. Hello, everyone. Hello. Take a picture because there's so many of us here.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you guys here?
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Sorry. Okay, here we are.
We need to get them in our picture. Go this way.
That's right, I know. I just want to say something really quick. I don't know what it is. Oh, I was watching a Lilith Fair documentary. Have you guys seen this documentary? It's incredible. I don't know where it is in the States. I think it's on Hulu or Disney or something. Anyway, for those youngsters that don't know, Sarah McLachlan, amazing singer-songwriter, started this all-female music festival. And it was a big deal in the time in the 90s because radio stations wouldn't play two female artists within the same hour, which is hysterical. Yeah, and so she was like, fuck this, I'm gonna have a festival. And it reminds me so much of the ladies panel at a time when, back in the day, well, at least Kim used to tell me that conventions wouldn't put more than one woman on at a time.
Kind of like the Rome Con?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
The Rome Convention? Can't have more than one.
But
Or even one.
in the light of, you know, all that is, and maybe hopefully things are changing, it's such a delight to see so many women on stage at the same time. That's all. Just meant to talk about that.
And thank you all for supporting it, because that's usually what the feedback is. It's like, well, they're not supported, so we can't bring them. So thank you for supporting us.
And thank you to Creation, obviously, for continuing to put women on stage. Okay, here I am. This coffee is full, and my previous coffee just kicked in. So, good luck to us all. Shit myself. Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, we're gonna answer. Well, we're gonna attempt to answer a question.
We're gonna hear some questions.
You're gonna hear some questions. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna start this side. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
My name is Emmy. I'm from Connecticut. My question is, if you could have a snack other than goldfish smile back at you, what would you want it to be and why?
Okay.
Ooh, gummy bears.
Smiled back at you.
Oh.
Like like the goldfish crackers smile. They have a smile on them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They have
I
a
just
smile on
assumed what snack you would want to smile back at you.
Yeah, chocolate always smiles at me. I don't understand the question.
I mean, I think ice cream sings to me, actually.
Cheese. Because it would have a cheesy grin. You're fucking welcome.
Oh, licorice to hug me.
Cute. We have a joke in our PJ party. We play Cards Against Humanity, and there's one that was like braiding 3 dicks together into a piece of licorice.
Twizzler. Braiding 3 penises into a Twizzler is one of the cards
That's
you
one of my
can use to
mind
answer.
Anyway.
Sounds
Twizzler,
like
I know.
fun.
So you're perverted, Elena.
I don't know how that would happen, but anyway.
With like much flexibility.
Now I really like
Always try.
licorice.
Science.
I don't know, now I'm just have a horrible image of Twizzler dicks.
Nothing horrible. We don't kink shame.
In my head, it's not pretty. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Emmy, I'm failing this one.
That's okay, I love you anyway, you're so pretty.
Thank you, Emmy.
She's used to us failing her. These questions are so complex.
Hi.
Thank you. Always a delight. Hello.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm a film student and my final project has to be a 7-minute short film. So I was wondering if you guys could give me short film ideas and I can turn it into a movie.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Make it something that happens in like an elevator where everybody is stuck, or a bathroom that everyone is locked into, or pick one location so that you can shoot it easily. Don't start with the idea, because if you're like, I think that there should be a horse race, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So start with a location and then think about, what do you have access to? Do we have access to a classic car? Do we have access to an old lady? Do we have access to these things? And then create a story around what you have easy access to, because like if you need special effects makeup and you don't have any, your idea is going to have to suffer, yeah.
That being said, I agree with you, because when I did a short film, I was very concerned about the cost, and so I kept it to one location. And then I was so afraid of it, and I shot my short in Brooklyn where I was living, and then I ended up actually using multiple locations, because I was like, oh, we can shoot on the street, or we can steal shots, on this stoop, or so I was actually really afraid of it, and I feel like it constricted my story, and then when I let go of that, it broadened my story. So also be open, and what you know, like stick to what you know. Tell your story. Your story is the only story you really know. So I always say, tell your story first.
Well, and short films are so hard to make well, but I feel like I love the idea of what you both said, so if you're stuck in an elevator, well, other than being stuck in an elevator, what is the actual conflict? And make sure it's just one, it doesn't have to be a lot of scenes. If it's one good scene where there's conflict in an elevator for 7 minutes, everyone has their own story, their own conflict inside of them, and then there's a conflict within the scene. So
we could have made a film backstage called 6 actresses in an elevator trying to find the stage.
Yeah.
Trying to find the bathroom.
It's a shame you weren't there to capture that.
I would love to make that.
I hope we get to see it when you're done.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
got your work cut out for you. Good luck.
Good luck. Hi.
Hey, my name's Charlotte. My question is, when or if, I don't know your life, you die and you had like a book of everything you've ever said in your entire life and you got to read it, what would be your most used phrase?
Fuck.
What?
The silence is deafening, I fear.
I hope it's not, I'm sorry. I hope it's not that, but I am fearful that it might be. Sorry.
I can only think of right now, those social media memes that are like frequently used bits that you use at home with your partner? All I can think about are like the bits Jose and I do at home. And there's one, if one of us is like in the kitchen, like getting a snack or something, and someone comes in, if I'm like eating, I'll freeze, and then I'll just go, look away! Or if someone burps, we'll go, did you hear that? From Elf, they're all dumb. They're useless to you because they're like dumb inside jokes. Kim said something yesterday that I say all the time, and I don't know that I do. I just say, let's do this.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
That seems right.
That's a great phrase too. Yes.
I don't know what mine would be, but moving forward, I'm going to make sure that I have something people will remember me by.
Will you do me a favor? Will you ask Rob that question when I'm not there? Because he has a more accurate answer. 100%. I feel like he'll know. And it's probably like, so,
I think mine is okay because it's so versatile.
Okay.
Okay.
You do that a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
This is
exactly.
like a Meissner exercise. Yeah, totally.
Okay, next.
There you go.
Thank
You
you.
can steal them.
Okay.
Hello, beautiful
Hi,
ladies.
Hattie.
Hey. Question is, what if there is a particular song that you would pick to be the soundtrack of your life?
To do what?
A soundtrack of our lives. A song.
You know when you get old and you have to make wills, and then you write down maybe your funeral
I
directions?
think you should do them before you're old.
Well, when you write funeral directions, it kind of ties in with the last question. I wrote down that I would like them to play Dean Martin, Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime. Aww. Because we do. And that's it.
It's true.
I feel like, could there be a playlist?
I would. It's
For
too bad to
moods?
choose one.
For different moods, different times in your life.
Sure.
It's hard to like have one song for your whole life. I feel like
Yeah.
lived
But
a
it's so
million
true.
lives.
So like now, right, nostalgia is really big and we have access to all of this music at our fingertips. So our kids are listening to like our music and like know it.
Wyatt has a playlist. I'm like, did you get that from me? He's like, no.
Or you'll be singing a song and they'll be like, how do you know that song? I'm like, this is my era.
Or they're like Bjork. Yeah, they're like Bjork's cool, and you're like, don't tell me.
Yeah.
I have an answer. I never have an answer to these questions. It would be Kermit the Frog singing Rainbow Connection.
Yes.
Wouldn't it though? I think that's, yeah.
I love it.
I'm currently attached to a song called Castle by Halsey. But it's
Oh,
very,
yeah.
It's my aggressive side.
Yeah.
But
That's why you can say that.
that's why I can say, okay. That's right. That's right. But I really, and we said this, I think in Vancouver, Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. And it sounds really like, I'm just so happy all the time, but if you actually read the lyrics, it's like, I'm gonna be happy no matter what. I'm waiting on you and I'd love to be with you, but I don't need it. I'm happy anyway because life is good, and if you look, there's silver linings everywhere. That's what it means to me. And I just find it like as a, anyway, yeah, it's a way I want to live my life.
Beautiful choices. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again,
It's hard questions, Julie. It's
hard.
really hard. It's true.
Yeah.
They're hard questions.
Maybe my phrase that I use is, I don't know. Today. Yes.
Thank you. Oh, where'd you go?
Hello, East Side.
Hi, I'm Hannah. My question would be, as a young woman in her 20s, what would your advice be, young woman in my 20s?
Right into the microphone.
Yes.
Right.
My advice
There
is
you
speak
go.
up.
Hi,
That's my
sorry.
advice.
My name's Hannah. My question would be, what would your advice be for a woman young in her 20s, trying to find their way? I work in a man's field, so what would your advice to be? Like, some days are rough, you know what I mean?
What's the field, can I ask?
Pest control.
Wow, I would love to hire a female pest control person to come around to my, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
so
like
cool.
Brianna's phrase works well. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I said it wrong, but let's do this.
You got it.
My
You can
first
do that.
thought is that if you're working in it, it's now no longer a man's
Yeah.
field.
It's actually a family business. I'm third generation, and I'm just starting out in this business. It's my third year, so I have a lot to live up to, you know.
I understand that. But you're already doing it, so you've already succeeded.
Something that took me a long time to realize is that I can only create a trajectory based on this moment. It's like, if I know I want to go to Portland, I'm starting in San Francisco. So I look at a map and I'm like, here's where I want to go. But once I arrive at my trajectory, I get new information. I learn more things about this. I get to course correct. Now the world calls it quitting. The world calls it giving up. The world calls it failing. I get to use new information and make new decisions based on this place. And if I'm not happy, I get to fucking make a different choice.
I think to piggyback on that, you're already doing the thing that gets you to that place, which is just showing up. It's just showing up every day, right? And then you can make those choices.
Don't let them tell you what you are.
Yeah, and I kind of was being funny when I said speak up, but literally, speak up. Women don't speak as much as men in the workplace. We literally don't say as many words, and when we do, it's thought of that we're saying more than men, and we're not. We're actually still saying less. Even on television, we're not saying as many words as men do on television. So I actually mean it, like speak up.
Thank you.
Advocate for yourself, and don't be afraid to say the wrong thing. You know, just be heard.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. I'm going to hire you. Where have you got that? Female pest control?
We have a female. We have. I'm presuming gender, but we have a. Ow, that was my chin. And I love it. It's just like, yeah, get it. Kill those roaches, or in my case, black widows. But yeah. Yeah, that's why we
did not want to kill
around.
that roach last night.
No, I didn't. It was already on its way out. I felt sorry for it. I wanted it to cut. I just put it in a safe
terrible
spot
at
to
pest
finish its
control.
life. Yeah,
Don't go into pest
in the
control.
bathroom.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm 22 and I've been mostly in straight plays and a musical or two here and there. I'm wondering how to break into the field of acting in film and TV.
It goes, if you find out,
If you find out,
you let me know.
I don't fucking know. I live in the country and work with goats now, so you tell me.
The truth is, it's changed, and it's very different. It used to be you have to move to Los Angeles or New York and, you know, get an agent, work at a restaurant, and hope for the best. And now I always point to someone like Felicia. You can create. You have a little movie device right here. You have this. You have this. You can go create. But I always say start local. So wherever you live, there's a theater, there's a creative community, and just get together and jam and like make something cool.
You heard earlier, there's a film student here. Like, start small. Because you're going to make choices that you wish you hadn't made when you watch it on screen. I don't call them failures, I call them learning experiences. So start in an arena where if everyone sees it, everyone is 20 people.
And the other thing, what I actually did when I first got to New York was I went up to the Columbia grad film department, and I just started doing all of their student films. And once you do one, they're like, oh, this girl's just looking past her, as they all help each other, and they're all each other's crew. So, and then whenever college is near you, there's gonna be a film department, they're gonna wanna make films, go get involved in that community. And ultimately, like those people that I worked with at Columbia, I also did a feature film with a decade later. One of them sold that short film to the Farrelly brothers. I didn't see a cent of it, but whatever. And it was in a movie. So like, those relationships, you can start to plant seeds now. And I think I did like every single weekend I was doing a Columbia grad film, every weekend. So there's work there, I just have to reach out to your community.
Do you live near here?
Arizona.
Arizona, okay. Yeah, you have to find your little community, your filmmaking community in Arizona. That's awesome advice though, I love that.
Well, a lot of LA is moving to Arizona, so I'm sure there's some filmmakers there.
There's also, I mean, tons of people have been discovered on like TikTok and stuff, creating your own content. Like you were like about Felicia, but like she does more like whole long form, yeah, but there's, you know, pick a character, make a skit, do like an ongoing thing on TikTok, like stories. There's something that Osric was telling us about in China. They do 1-minute episodes of television, and it's wildly popular.
And verticals.
And there's lots of
It's the next wave. You want to get on that?
The through line is basically everybody up here is saying the way we all got into it is kind of over. Like I also moved relatively recently from theater into film television, so in my mid-30s, and that was literally through getting an agent, getting a job, going out for auditions, getting a job.
In the room.
It's different now. You can do that, but I don't know if it's how you're going to make it or break in, as you say. All these things they're saying, social media seems to be the way it's going. Our brains work differently, and so we're watching shorter formats of TV. It's hard for people to watch an hour of a television show without also being on their phones now. There's actually research groups for studios to show the how much a person will reach for their phone while they're watching a show now. That's part of studios. But all that to be said, do what makes you happy, put it on the internet, that's where life is now, but don't stop performing live. Live performance, I feel like, is going to make a resurgence because we're going to be so desperate
Absolutely going to.
for real life.
It always does.
Experiences.
It's always there
in history,
bad
yeah.
times.
So keep doing theater, keep performing live, and keep those networks, those communities like that, just like these ladies are saying.
Thank you.
I would just like to go on record and say I watched a 3-hour movie yesterday without looking at my phone once, and it was awesome.
Were you in a movie theater?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's the best, going to movie theaters.
And I do think there should still be long form for people. I understand that they want our attention span zapped, so we can't have any critical thinking or string different ideas together, and I understand. But I do think long form, like, we know we need it.
Good for your brain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we need it.
But if I'm not in the movie theater, it's very hard for me to sit at home and not. And sometimes this is really fucked up. When I'm in the movie theater and I want to go to the bathroom, my instinct is to pause the movie. Like, you're like, well, it's not how that works.
My instinct when I look at photographs, because I can't see without my glasses anymore, is to try and enlarge the photograph.
Or add subtitles.
It doesn't fucking work.
We're old.
So annoying.
I have the instinct to rewind the radio in the car.
God damn it. Just give us our walkers and put us out.
Send us on our way.
Lordy. Janet, you get it. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Hello.
Hi, I'm Sam. Much less deep question, but out of the 6 characters, who would win in a fight?
What kind of fight? How are we armed? What is the location? Have we met before? Are we prepared? What's
Can we not be
happening?
on the same
Alright,
team?
characters have met before. You have your normal standard array of weapons or magic or whatever on you, and it's free for all. In a barn. Large barn.
Dare I say we would all get together and go, you could be useful.
We'd be a much better
Yeah,
team.
can we
than
be a team?
Everest. Yeah. We'd be
Yeah, you can team up.
unstoppable as a team. But also, I mean,
we're too smart to fight each other. We know each other's strengths. We know
Exactly.
how badass some of us can be.
And literally, that's why all of us are up here.
well, 3 of us are magical. Like, there's not a lot we could do against, Prince of
At the
Hell
end of
or a
the
witch
day-
or an angel.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the humans would probably be dead. Yeah.
Sam and Dean are fucked.
Okay, well that's fair. You can all team up and go fight them.
Thank you for your question.
And also, how dare you?
No, it's okay. Move on. My brain was like,
Bye, thank you.
that would be fun to choreograph, but no, thank you. I would die. I'll just speak for myself. I'd die. I'd be like, finally.
I'm not getting my hands dirty.
No, you'd be like, Abaddon, can you take care of this?
Yeah.
Hi. Hello. My name is Fern. I already asked Elena and Julie this question yesterday, and I'd like to clarify, because I messed up yesterday. What kind of bird do you think your character would be?
What kind of bird or urge?
Bird.
The character.
Okay, I'll take that question.
Peacock.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't choose it. In the Supernatural offices one season, they had a notice board inside their staff offices and they had pictures of us all as animals. And they decided and they chose a peacock for Rowena, and I thought, I can't better that. Yeah. What would you be?
I think I would be a falcon. Yeah, she's smaller than a hawk, not as flashy as an eagle, but deadly when she needs to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking
You have to
something
really
in
know your birds.
something in the raptor family, like, but not a hawk necessarily, but.
Do you know a lot about birds?
She does. She
Okay,
will
tell us. You tell us. Do the work for us.
I worked
We're
at a
lazy.
rehabilitation center for birds.
Okay.
So I know
Who would Mary be?
I think he would be a swan. Swans are very particularly very fierce mothers, and I think that could work very well.
Okay, who do you think that the rest of us would be?
Okay, I think, so like for characters, I think Jodie would definitely be some sort of goose. Geese are like also very fierce mothers, and I think she's very protective not only of the boys, but also of like her own kids. I think Rowena would be a secretary bird. They have very long legs and they have like this little streak, like they have like really... They have really long eyelashes, they're really cool birds, and they're a little evil, so I think that would work. And I think Donna...
She would be a nightingale with her beautiful voice.
There's so many birds you could be. I think you would be some sort of songbird, like some sort of sparrow, like a fox sparrow, or like a blue jay or something like that.
I'll take it. Oh my God, thank you. Putting that on my resume, okay?
What are you dressed as?
Thanks, Fern.
I'm a jester, but it's like mystery spot themed because, you know,
Got it.
supernatural.
Well done.
Awesome. That's a deep cut. Hello.
Hi everybody, I'm Kim, I'm from North Carolina. First of all, to Kim, love the haircut, I fully supported it, it was perfect. Secondly, unlike the previous person who asked the question, I work in a almost entirely female dominated field. And as women who are all very strong, beautiful personalities, how do you find the way to navigate being with each other in a field that's fiercely competitive for women? How do you manage to maintain these beautiful relationships that you guys have developed and shown us and continue to show us?
I love this question.
I didn't do this consciously, but I go to the gym now because I have bone density things I need to think of at the age of 56. And a woman walked past, and without thinking of it, I was standing with someone else, and I went, "Women are the best!" And I started thinking of, instead of me as an individual, I started thinking of us as a team. And whenever any one of us scores a point, my team gets a point. And it has completely changed the idea, because there is no such thing as competition. There's only one of me. As Ruth says all the time, what is meant for you will not pass you. So...
Can I say it in Scottish?
Yes, please.
What's for you'll no go by you.
See? And it just makes me happier, because now I have teammates wherever I go. Whereas what used to happen is I had people I could lose to wherever I went. And that's just
exhausting.
It's also patriarchal misogyny that has been internalized. And I need to go in here and undo the spools first.
I credit Elena with this. One of my very first conventions, I did a panel with this Canadian actress who had all these credits, who was so tall and beautiful and charismatic, and she was nice to me. And she was really supportive and helped me. My first ever panel, we ended up chasing each other around the room holding a wine glass, trying not to spill our wine, and that's been the story ever since. And it, just her graciousness with me, I then tried to extend to every woman I ever met on the set or otherwise. And I had not really been taught that lesson before, because I'd worked with so many men before. I'd had male, I just, and here I was really working one-to-one with a woman, and she was gracious, and I passed it on, and I want to keep passing it on.
I think envy gets you nowhere, and a win for someone else is not necessarily a loss for you. And that's sort of what you were saying. And it's so much more fulfilling to lead with love and inclusion. And exactly like you were saying, I think that we've been taught that it's a competition, and it just isn't. It does not have to be, and men can compete all they want. And I have people ask that, like, is it really hard to be on a panel with other women? Like, everyone's competing to talk. I'm like, we're not competing. We actually listen. We enjoy listening to each other, actually, because if you acknowledge the value in someone, that's all you need. And then you're gifted with their presence, and you all work together. It's so much better. It's so much easier. And if somebody doesn't want to play that game, then you don't have to play with them. It's okay. They'll get there eventually. It's way more fun in the sandbox.
Yeah. I started my career in a very female-dominated, I was a model, and it would be a miserable existence. So thank you, Ruth, for recognizing that, because I do feel that I learned that lesson so early. I was like, I get to play and be creative and have relationships with people that I love. I never saw it as competition. You know, people are like, oh, LA is cutthroat in the movie business. I'm like, really?
That's all personal.
I just get to go play. And I said this yesterday, and I'll say this till I die. Like, whenever I go into a room and I see people on a list, I'm like, oh, awesome. Or if I see a press release and like my one friend has a job, my other, I'm like, I'm next. You know, like, to me, it's like, that's my circle, and I'm always so grateful. And I love the guys in my circle too. But yeah, I think we are more connected than we're not. I don't know if you guys have ever read The Red Tent. It's great. It's a great book, great Bible story, and I think it's a community of women, and we need each other. We do.
Okay, I have so many things to say. Okay, one, I had lunch the other day with a friend of mine named Jewel State, and she also mentioned you and how you're such a girl's girl. And to just piggyback on what Ruth is saying, she was just like, Elena's like, professionally especially, she's always like got the girls back. And I was like, yeah, fuck, she does. I always just like to tell people when people are saying nice things behind their back.
Much better than the alternative.
Yeah, alternative. Back to the Lilith Fair documentary. I'm so sorry. But there was a time, would you guys know the comedian Sandra Bernhardt? Yeah. So everybody in the 90s were giving these singer-songwriters a hard time. They're calling it Lesbian Fest and Lesbian Palooza and all that. And Sandra Bernhardt was doing...
that's an insult.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was the 90s. It was like, oh, girls, gross. Sandra Bernhardt was also a very outspoken comedian and was talking shit about all of these singer-songwriters. And Sarah McLachlan went, you should come. You should come and be on tour with us. She's like, it's so fun. It's so great, you'll love it. And Sandra Bernhardt went, okay. And then you see her on stage going, I fucked up, everyone. I fucked up. And in her interview, she just says, I was just saying that shit because I secretly just wanted to be a part of it. And that's the real truth of, yes, and as Sam was saying, it's like some people will want to be a part of this, some people won't. And I'm determined to believe that if you don't want to be a part of it, it's because you don't feel invited. So I work really hard to make sure everybody always feels included. And that might be because I'm quite sensitive, and so I can feel excluded very unnecessarily, and so I'm always like, that's not what that's about. Take it back. But I work really hard to make sure people feel included. I also find the energy of women is scientifically proven that groups of women encourage longevity in women. And that might be patriarchal. It also might be just like at a cellular level. There's something chemical that happens when women get together in groups. And I also think professionally, it is about communication. I talked about this in the PJ party yesterday. The patriarchy works really hard, especially lately, to isolate women, to isolate them in their homes, to isolate them professionally. Don't fall for it. Be with other women. Talk to other women about everything. That's it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You all said everything that I could say.
You should say, I don't know. But you do know.
Let's
you do.
do this.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank
That was
you.
Beautiful. Thanks for always inspiring us. We appreciate it. Hi guys, my name's Allie, and my question is, what is your favorite holiday and why?
Holiday?
Yes.
What was the word?
Holiday.
Holiday.
I want to say Christmas because it's just like a nice time where everyone's together, but I have 4 kids and it's so expensive. God, this is exhausting. Can we just watch movies? Yeah. But yeah, I think Christmas. But I like a real low-key Christmas.
So we say that, and then...
No, I do. Like, I don't like to do a big dinner.
Oh, no, but like...
We do like a movie. Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that you asked this question. So, my baby sister is here today. Because she and her family live, but there has only been one Christmas in my life when I wasn't with my sister. I love Christmas the most because I like to eat, and I get to see my sister at Christmas.
I have always loved the 4th of July. I love Americana, like old, like nostalgia for, I moved to a little town in Connecticut and they have, a parade where like the old guys who were in some war a million years ago, like are in an open car and the kids ride their bikes with the things in the thing and the fireworks, and it's just like family and home and pie and barbecue, and I like the wholesomeness of it.
If you're in LA, at 4th of July is...
I loved it in LA too.
But it's a different feel when you're in a small town.
Yes, for sure. The fire trucks and the parade and stuff. There's a golf course in Toluca Lake that does fireworks every year, and it's a little bit of like, wow, that cost a lot of money. Like, but there's a neighborhood right behind the golf course, and they block it off, and all the people come and they park the cars, and everyone's like on blankets in the street and on the sidewalk, and everyone brings in like bags of cheeseburgers, and you just camp out, and everyone's friendly, and everyone's like sharing what they need, and it's just weird, like stopped moment of just like we're grateful for what we have, and like the politics and stuff of the craziness that's happening doesn't seem to come into it. It's just like there is something good here, and an appreciation of what's come before. I just love it.
My dad always loved Christmas. He's almost gone. But now I get to do Christmas with a toddler for the first time, who will have some cognition about what's going on, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for her first Christmas. And what's the age difference between you and your sister, Kanaya?
3 years.
3, baby sister, so you enjoy.
Yeah, she's not a baby, and she's taller than I am, but she's 3 years younger.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this Christmas.
This is the first year she's gonna kind of have some understanding.
She's gonna love the wrapping paper.
Her favorite thing, and I realized I know what my thing is. I know what my phrase is in life. Because Margaret goes, oh wow, wow. Wow, and I realize I say that all the time to her. That's what I say, and so I can't wait for her to be like, wow, wow.
Margaret also says no.
And do you know what she did the other
Ruth
day?
says that.
Do you know what I swear to God, the other day, she's like, da, 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 da. Pause, he didn't answer. Rob! Rob! Swear on my left breast. Okay.
I'm gonna use that.
My favorite thing that my 4-year-old, when he was like 2, and he had like the first Christmas that he could remember, he opened his presents, and every single, we only got him like 6 presents, right? Every single one he opened, he goes, for me? You got this for me? And it was so genuine, and my older kid was always like, cool, next. And so it's so funny the difference, and Jeff it's just darling. Yeah. The like innocence and like sweet gratefulness that he shows at such a young age. It's amazing.
I think all holidays with children, or in my experience, are the best. In Christmas, I grew up on a farm, and my mom used to decorate for Easter, for Valentine's Day, and so we try to do the same thing. My husband started doing this thing with Valentina and I, making us boo boxes. Do you know what those are?
Oh yeah.
It's so, we'll come home from like, I pick her up from dance or something, we'll come home, and he's got the Halloween music on, and it's all spooky, and he's like, there's a sign on the door, it says, come in if you dare. And then he's got these like boxes that have like Halloween socks and stuff like that, it's adorable. We love a holiday in our house, but Christmas we started doing just the three of us, and it's so dreamy. We wake up in the morning, we do the breakfast, we do the gifts, and then in the afternoon, we have like a roving, like an open door, and friends and family who are in Vancouver, friends, we don't have any family in Vancouver, and so they'll come visit. We make a massive like charcuterie platter, we have wine, and then at night we'll make a nice dinner. My husband used to be a chef, and so we'll make a proper fancy dinner, just the three of us, and watch a movie. I usually fall asleep watching a movie. And it's just so easy and cozy and just us. And I can't do hard holidays anymore. It makes me hate them. And it's not what it's about. But yeah, any holiday with kids is so fun. I don't know who asked that question.
And my birthday.
I was gonna say.
And my birthday.
My birthday's a national holiday.
Correct.
That's right, yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ollie. I'm from North Carolina, and I'm working on an anthropology research paper about fandom culture. So yeah. So I was curious if you'd be willing to participate. What is the experience like as an actor being a part of a fandom?
Terrible. It's the best. Honestly, I think our other actor friends who don't have this are like, how did you get that? What did you do?
It also ties into a previous conversation about supporting each other and showing up for each other, and every single, I mean, yes, everyone, all of the actors, but it really is, especially the women, we all show up for each other. And I'm kind of new to coming back into the con world, and all of you have helped me along this last season, of like everyone. And so I feel like it's a two-parter. It's the fandom that we receive this loving energy from you guys, and we're also interchanging loving energy and supporting energy here. So it's kind of like a both are such an important part of it. Does that make sense? Did I speak English?
No, you didn't.
I don't know.
I feel like I was watching it was like a Hollywood Reporter roundtable or something a few months ago, and there were some actors there talking about how they went to Comic-Con for the first time, and they were like, that is it. Yeah. That is the greatest thing. And it's not because they feel famous, it's because they get to meet who they're performing for. So we act in a bubble. You're acting with a bunch of crew who are sick of looking at your face and a lens. And that's it. And you work really hard, and it is an art form, but you don't get to meet who you're performing for, who you're affecting. And I feel like sometimes film, television acting can feel trite and silly, because what am I doing? I'm playing pretend in front of a piece of glass. It's so ridiculous. But then you meet folks like you who tell us how we've changed your life just by playing pretend. And it, in turn, makes me feel like I have value to this world. And we say this often, but know that however we make you feel, you make us feel in spades. 1000% over.
The supernatural fandom has been the gift of my life. It has given me so many things. Somebody else said this, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Here we are, 5 years after the show ended. I've worked all these late, and we hardly film together because, you know, and but we get to live and work beside each other. Everybody here has helped me on the stage. I mean, Julie, for example, with breastfeeding tips. 3 days after Margaret was born, texting me at whatever time of them. You know, like, it's unbelievable the way that we support each other and the way that you support us, and that we get to be a part of your experience and feel like we did something that
it's just a big love
moved the needle for you. Is like, that's why I'm an actor. I want to move people. Yeah. And I'm in a fandom that moves mountains. We moved $250,000 at the 20th anniversary celebration because Misha, you know, Misha's Misha, and he organised the troops. And look at the good that's been done. It's insane.
guys. Perfect timing. Do you have other stuff to add besides we love you? We love you.
Love you guys. We love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see a lot of these people on this stage tonight with this band, Loudon Swain, for Saturday night.